Alam mo ba na pwedeng 8% lang na income tax mo instead of graduated rates na umabot ng hanggang 35%? Pero hindi lahat pwede. So let's talk about the 8% preferential income tax rate. Hi, everyone. This is J Consulting. And if you're a freelancer, professional, or small business owner, this video is for you. Ngayong tatalakayin natin, ano nga ba ang 8% income tax option? At sino ang pwedeng mag-avail ng 8%? Kailan pa pwedeng mag-avail ng 8%? Paano i-compute kapag 8% preferential tax ang pipiliin? At anong BIR form ang ifa-file sa BIR? So without further ado, let's start our discussion. Ano nga ba ang 8% preferential income tax rate? Ang 8% preferential income tax rate, kung mas kilala sa 8% income tax option, ay isang optional income tax scheme allowed by the BIR under the Train Law. So the 8% income tax shall be in lieu of the percentage tax under Section 116 of the National Internal Revenue Code. Ano lang po ang ibig sabihin nito? So, in substitution, when we say in lieu po kasi, in substitution of the graduated income tax, 8% po ang pwede ninyong kukunin. So, ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng batas? So, kung makikita niyo po doon sa baba, may parang concept map po akong nilagay. So, sa income tax po, may dalawa po. Graduated income tax at 8% income tax. Under po sa graduated income tax, we have itemized deduction at optional standard deduction. So, either of those, kailangan nyo pa rin pong magbayad ng business tax. Okay? Pero kapag 8% lang po yung pipiliin ninyo, hindi nyo na po need magbayad ng business tax, only the income tax or the quarterly income tax and annual income tax. Okay? So, next question tayo. Sino nga ba ang pwedeng mag-avail ng 8% option tax rate? Unang-una po ang mga self-employed or yung mga taong engaged in purely business. At palawa yung professionals. So, kung makikita nyo doon sa concept map natin, sa income tax, kapag may dalawa po kasing tax tayong binabayaran, income tax at business tax. Pero, kapag ikaw ay self-employed at pinili nyo po yung 8% option income tax rate, hindi nyo na po kailangan magbayad ng business tax. Okay? Naiintindihan? Uulitin ko, kapag 8% po yung pinili ninyo, wala na pong business tax na babayaran. Only quarterly at annual income tax na lamang po. Okay? Pero kapag graduated income tax rate po yung pinili ninyo, may babayaran po kayong business tax. And nakadepende po kung ang gross sales ninyo is aabot po ng 3 million and above. VAT po yung babayaran ninyo. Pero kapag hindi naman po umabot ng 3 million, below 3 million, percentage tax po yung babayaran ninyo. So sa buong taon, magbabayad po kayo ng quarterly income tax kung graduated income tax rate po yung pinili ninyo at isang business tax. So ganun po nag-work ang taxation ng Pilipinas. Kailan pwedeng mag-avail ng 8% option tax rate? Number 1, kailangan ikaw po ay isang non-VAT registered. So makikita nyo po yan sa mga resibo at COR ninyo. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng non-VAT registered? Kailangan po hindi po kayo magbabayad ng percentage tax. Okay? Dapat 8% lang po yung babayaran ninyo. Okay? So, hello po, not engaged in VAT exempt sales or transactions and not subject to percentage tax. Ang bottom line lang po talaga dito is hindi po kayo dapat magbayad ng percentage tax at VAT. Kapag kasi 3 million and above po, VAT engaged na po kayo. Kapag may percentage tax po sa inyong certificate of registration, meaning po niyan is graduated income tax po ang pili ninyo. Okay? So kailan ba pwedeng mag-avail ng 8%? Sabi sa batas, self-employed or professional must signify in his or her first quarterly return of his or her intention to elect the 8%. So ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Sa isang taon po, may 4 po tayo ng quarter. Sa first quarter, it consists of January, February, and March. Ang filing po ng first quarterly income tax return is May 15 po ang deadline. So kailangan on May 15, on or before May 15, mag-signify po kayo na 8% po yung pipiliin ninyo. Okay, so ano pong effect kapag pinili nyo na po yung 8%? Number 1, hindi nyo na po kailangan i-change, no? It is irrevocable and no amendment of option shall be made for the said taxable year. Ano lang pong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag 8% po yung pipiliin ninyo, dapat sa lahat po ng quarterly filings ninyo, 8% na rin po. Okay? So hindi po kayo pwedeng mag-file ng 8% tapos next quarter, magpo-percentage tax po kayo. So hindi po pwede yun. If that's the case, magkaka-penalty po kayo. Okay? So, if ever naman po, failed nyo po to make such election, hindi po kayo nag-elect nung first quarterly return ninyo, ang taxpayer po, kayo po, nakakonsider po kayo na inavail ninyo ang graduated income tax rate. Okay? So kapag inavail ninyo ang graduated income tax rate, magbabayad po kayo either percentage tax kapag below 3 million or VAT if above 3 million. And note po, kapag 8% na po kayo, nire-renew po ito annually. Okay? Sir, paano naman po kapag kakaregister lang po namin? And na-register po kami on July. So, ang filing ng inyong 8% is dapat no August 15, on or before August 15. Okay? So, regardless kung anong month po kayo nag-register, basta on your first return, no, dapat i-elect ninyo on 8%. Okay? So, next question. Sir, paano i-compute yung tax due? kapag ka 8% po ang pipiliin. So sabi sa batas, the 8% income tax rate applies only to income from business or practice of profession. Kung saan yung gross sales ninyo or receipts, including yung mga non-operating income, is hindi po mag-i-exceed ng 3 million. Okay? So yung tax base shall be that in excess of 250. So, para mas maintindihan po natin yung sinasabi niya, no? Meron po tayong example dito. So, Mr. X operates a laundry services. During 2025, his gross sales amount to 500,000 and incurred costs and expenses of 100,000 respectively. Ang tanong, magkano daw po ang income tax due niya gamit ang 8%? So, in this case po, gagamit po tayo, i-consider po natin yung 500,000 as kabuang sales niya. And then, i-less po natin ng 250,000 business annually ha. And then, i-multiply siya sa 8%. Yun lang po ang computation ng ating income tax rate. Okay? Hindi po natin pwedeng i-consider yung 100,000 because may deductions na po or may exempt deduction na po na binigay ang batas na 250,000. Default na po yan. Okay? So, ano nga ba ang form na ifa-file doon sa BIR? So, number 1, it is 1701A. Kapag purely business kayo, pero pag mixed income earner po kayo, 1701 po yung i-file ninyo. So, let's say it's 1701 yung i-file ninyo. So, there is quarterly. May 3 quarters po tayo na kailangang i-file. Ang deadline po niyan, ang mnemonics ko po dyan para hindi niyo po malimutan, it's MAN, M-A-N. May 15, August 15, and November 15. So, basically, 45 days after the end of the quarter. Okay? So, ano nga ba yung ibang perks kapag ka 8% ka na? So, number 1, hindi na po kayo required mag-secure ng financial statements compared sa kapag ka-graduated income tax po yung pinili ninyo. Okay? So, if ever may mga tanong po kayo, please feel free to raise them sa comment section. And that's it for the 8% optional income tax rate. And for the next video po, i-discuss ko din po doon kung paano nga mag-register kapag ka 8% po kayo. So, for more videos and updates, please follow and subscribe my Facebook page, J Consulting and YouTube channel. Please help me to grow this YouTube channel for us to reach more business owners to help them, whatever concerns they have. Thank you po for watching this video. Bye.